So, good morning students. We have finished continuity. Today we will start differential. In class 11 we have already learned about derivative of a function. Okay. So let us just recall. So what does mean by derivative? We know that if y equal to f of x is a function, then derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by this one. You have already learned it, dy by dx. Or it can also be denoted by this f dash of x, and it is the derivative of y with respect to x. And here always you mark that y, this is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. Why? Because y depends upon x. Right? Suppose here if we take it is x, it is f of x. Here suppose y equal to f of x equal to x. Then here if we take x equal to 0, it will be 0. If we take x equal to 1, this value is 1. If we take x equal to minus 2, it will 4, like this. Means the value of f of x always depends upon the value of x. That's why x is independent, it does not depend upon any other variable. But the value of y, it always depends upon this value. That's why y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. Now, again let us recall what is the definition of derivative. In class 11 we have learned about derivative at left hand derivative, right hand derivative, like this. So now we will discuss about its definition. Here we can start with definition of derivative. Okay. Here we let f of x is any function and a is any real number. Then first is left hand derivative. Left hand derivative definition is what? The function f of x is said to be left derivative at x equal to a if this limit of f of x minus f of a by x minus a as x tends to a minus left, slightly less. Okay. Exists, or we can say the limit x tends to 0, it is f of a minus x minus f of a by minus h exists. Okay, and is denoted by L f dash of a. Okay, that is the left hand derivative of the function f at x equal to a denoted by this is either limit x tends to a minus f of x minus f of a by x minus a, which is same as limit x tends to 0 f of a minus x minus f of a whole divided by x. This is the first definition, and this is the definition by substitution method, where x is involved. Clear? Similarly, right is said to be right derivative at x equal to a if limit x tends to a plus, that is f of x minus f of a by x minus a exists, or in substitution method it is limit x tends to 0 f of a plus x minus f of a whole divided by x exists, and if denoted by r f dash of a, that is right hand derivative is limit x tends to a plus f of x minus f of a by x minus a, which is also same as limit x tends to 0, it is f of a plus x minus f of a by x. This is right derivative. And then third is only derivative. So here derivative at a point. Here you can say that the function f of x is said to be derivable at x equal to a if L f dash of a equal to r f dash of a. That means that is if both left hand and right hand derivative are equal, then it is said to be derivable, and if denoted by simply f dash of a, that is f dash of a equal to either limit x tends to a f of x minus f of a by x minus a, or it is same as limit x tends to 0 f of a plus x minus f of a whole divided by x. So like limit, we know the limit of a function exists when left hand and right hand limit both exist and are equal. Like that, derivative of a function at a point exists if both the left hand derivative and right hand derivative at the same point exists and are equal, and if they are equal, it is denoted by f dash of a. So this is, and this method of evaluation of derivative is known as derivative by first principle. We have already learned it from class 11. So this is just one review. Clear? Now we will discuss about the relation between continuity and differentiability. And here we know that here you can write one note. If derivative of a function exists, then the function is said to be a differentiable function. Function is said to be a differentiable function or derivable function. Clear? Now we will discuss about the relationship between continuity and differentiability. Continuity we have learned. What is continuity? If the limit of a function at a given point and the value of the function at the same point are equal, then we say that the function is continuous. And here in case of differentiability, we will learn that the function is differentiable at a point if it is both left and right derivable at the same point and are equal. So next is a relation between differentiability and continuity. Okay. So here the relationship is every differentiable function is continuous, but every continuous function may not be differentiable. That is, if we write it in shortcut form, then differentiability implies continuity. Means if our function is differentiable, then automatically it will be continuous. But if a function is continuous, then it may be differentiable, it may not be differentiable. Okay. So converse, what is the converse statement? Converse statement is if a function is not continuous, then it is not differentiable. That is not continuous or discontinuous, implies not differentiable. So differentiable means continuous, not continuous means not differentiable. So in order to check the continuity and differentiability, always remember when we are starting from differentiability, and suppose you have proved that the function is differentiable, then there is no need to again check for continuity. Directly you will write, since the function is differentiable, so it will be continuous. Or suppose someone is starting from continuity side, and suppose he has proved that the function is continuous, then you have to prove again for differentiability. But if you find that the function is not continuous, then again you need not have to prove for differentiability. Again you write, since the function is not continuous, it is not differentiable. Now we will take one example. Sometimes we also asked in the exam to give one example of function which is continuous but not differentiable. Example of a function which is continuous but not differentiable. Okay. Give an example of function is continuous but not different. अच्छा, first wait. First we will prove this one. Differentiability implies continuity. Then we will prove this. Give the example of function is continuous but not differentiable. Okay, as I have already written it. First let us prove. Here solution. Let f of x is equal to mod x. This is a function. Okay. Now here we will check the continuity at 0. At x equal to 0. This will. So f of x, this is mod x, equal to x when x is greater than equal to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0. This is the definition of modulus function. Now limit of f of x, x tends to 0 minus. So this is limit x tends to 0 minus, it is minus x, this is 0. Similarly, limit of f of x, x tends to 0 plus, this is limit x tends to 0 plus, when x is greater than 0, value is x, so this is also 0. And f of 0 is also equal to 0. So now limit of f of x, x tends to 0 minus, equal to limit of f of x, x tends to 0 plus, equal to f of 0, all are 0, left hand limit, right hand limit value. So this implies f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. We have proved it is continuous. But now we will check for differentiability, whether it is differentiable or not. Now go to the definition of left hand derivative. Now L at dash of 0 means limit x tends to 0 minus, it is f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0, derivative definition. So limit x tends to 0 minus, it is mod x minus mod 0 by x. So limit x tends to 0 minus, it is mod x by x. Here, now when x is less than 0, what is the value of mod x minus x? So here you can write limit x tends to 0 minus x by x is equal to minus. Again, right hand derivative. Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. That is limit x tends to 0 plus mod x minus mod 0 by x. That is limit x tends to 0 plus, it is mod x by x. Now mod x is x when x is positive. So here we can write this is limit x tends to 0 plus x by x, this equal to 1. Now here you see that left hand derivative at 0 is minus 1, but right hand derivative at 0 is plus 1. So here we can write as L at dash of 0 is not equal to R at dash of 0. This implies f dash of 0 does not exist. That is, f of x is not differentiable at x equal to 0. So here we have proved that it is continuous but not differentiable. Okay. So at last your answer will be, so mod x at x equal to 0 is continuous but not differentiable. This is example. Now I will prove the first part, this one. Second, prove that every differentiable function is continuous. This is the first part. Every differentiable function is continuous. So here proof, like f of x is a differentiable function at x equal to a. So when it is differentiable, when derivative exists, that is, we have given f dash of a equal to limit x tends to a f of x minus f of a by x minus a. It is given. Suppose this is our first condition. Okay. Now what we want to prove? We want to prove that it is continuous, and for continuity, what we want to show? We have to show that the limit of the function at the given point must be equal to the value of the function at the point. So here we have taken the point as a. So you have to prove the limit of f of x as x tends to a must be equal to f of a. So now f of x minus f of a. It can be written as f of x minus f of a whole divided by x minus a into x minus a. That means multiply and divide x minus a. So the value will be same. Now if we take limit on both sides, f of x minus f of a. So here also limit x tends to a f of x minus f of a by x minus a into x minus a. Now separate the limit. Limit of f of x, x tends to a minus limit of f of a, x tends to a equal to limit x tends to a the f of x minus f of a by x minus a into again limit of x minus a as x tends to a implies limit of f of x, x tends to a minus it is f of a because here x is not there, so it is constant, so you f of a. Now what is this value? This value is equal to f dash of x, see, number 1. So it is f dash of a into, it will be algebraic function a minus a. So you can write this is from 1. So this implies limit of f of x, x tends to a minus f of a equal to 0, a minus a is 0, 0 into f dash a is 0. That means if you take this to right hand side, what will get? Limit of f of x as x tends to a equal to f of a, and this is a condition for continuity. The limit at the given point and value of the function at the point are equal. So this implies f of x is continuous at x equal to a. Okay, so we have proved that every differentiable function is continuous. Here, so we have to remember every differentiable function is continuous, but every continuous function may be or may not be differentiable. Now let us solve few examples based on continuity and differentiability. Here we have solved example 1 and example 2. Question is discuss the continuity and differentiability of f of x equal to x mod x. Okay, at x equal to 0. So here solution. First we will define f of x. It is x mod x. So it is x into x. Okay, that is equal to x square when x is greater than equal to 0, and this is x into minus x. This is minus x square when x is less than 0. So these are, one is x square, another is minus x square. This is x mod x. Now first continuous or continuity, let us first. Now here limit of f of x at x tends to 0 minus. So limit x tends to 0 minus, for x is less than 0, value is minus x square. And it is a algebraic function, so direct in place of x you can put 0, so it is 0. Similarly, limit of f of x tends to 0 plus. So limit x tends to 0 plus, for it is x square, it is also 0. And what is f of 0? F of 0 is also this, 0 square is 0. So at limit of f of x tends to 0 minus equal to limit of f of x tends to 0 plus equal to f of 0, all are 0. This implies f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. We have proved the continuity. Now second is differentiability. Differentiability, what will take? Left hand derivative or right hand derivative? Now L f dash 0. Okay, L f dash 0 means the limit x tends to 0 minus f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. So the limit x tends to 0 minus, for less than 0, what is f of x? It is minus x square. So you can write minus x square minus 0 by x. Okay, this is limit x tends to 0 minus, it is minus x square by x. This is limit x tends to 0 minus, it is minus x, and again being an algebraic function, it is 0. Similarly, r f dash of 0. So limit x tends to 0 plus f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. This is limit x tends to 0 plus it is positive, greater than equal to 0, x square. So x square minus 0 by x. So limit x tends to 0 plus, it is x square by x. So limit x tends to 0 plus, it is x, this is 0. So here we can write at L f dash of 0 equal to R f dash of 0 equal to 0. This implies f dash of 0 and equal to 0. That means f of x is differentiable at x equal to 0. That means this function is both continuous and derivable at x equal to 0. Clear? Then next example. Question is like f of x equal to x plus a. Condition is x is less than equal to 1 and this is ax square plus 1. If x is strictly greater than 1. Okay. Then so that f is continuous at x equal to 1. Also find the value of a so that f is derivable at x equal to 1. To the solution. First, we will show for continuous. So we will find limit of f of x, x tends to 1 minus. So limit x tends to 1 minus. For less than 1, value is x plus a. And being an algebraic function, direct we can put x equal to 1 in x. Then limit of f of x, x tends to 1 plus. So limit x tends to 1 plus. For 1 plus value is ax square plus 1. So again it is a plus 1 because 1 square is 1. And what is f of 1? For equal to 1 also it is x plus 1. So as limit of f of x, x tends to 1 minus equal to limit of f of x, x tends to 1 plus equal to f of 1 equal to a plus 1. This implies f is continuous at x equal to 1. This is our first answer. This is first part. Okay. Then second part, here we have to find the value of a if the function is differentiable. Let add the function a differentiable at x equal to 1. So we have what? L f dash of 1 must be equal to R f dash of 1. Left hand derivative, right hand derivative. This implies L f dash of 1 is what? Limit x tends to 1 minus f of x minus f of 1 by x minus 1 equal to limit x tends to 1 plus f of x minus f of 1 by x minus 1. It implies limit x tends to 1 minus Now what is f of x? When x is less than 1, value of f of x is x plus a. You can write this as x plus a minus f of 1. What is f of 1? 1 plus a by x minus 1. And right hand side is limit x tends to 1 plus. When it is greater than 1, f of x is ax square plus 1. Ax square plus 1 minus f of 1 is again a plus 1 by x minus 1. Okay, which implies now we will simplify limit x tends to 1 minus. Here when we open the bracket, the plus a and minus a will be cancelled and value will get x minus 1 numerator. So x minus 1 by x minus 1 equal to limit x tends to 1 plus. This side when you will open the bracket, the plus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled. So it is ax square minus a. So a will be common. It is x square minus 1 by x minus 1. So this is limit x tends to 1 plus a into 19 in the form of a square minus b square. So x minus 1 into x plus 1 by x minus 1. This implies, now what is the value of left hand side? X minus 1 by x minus 1 is 1. So 1 equal to limit x tends to 1 plus, here x minus 1 will be cancelled. So it is a into x plus 1. Now it is a polynomial function already, so directly we can put x equal to 1. Okay, so this implies here 1 is equal to here a into 1 plus 1, that is 2a. So implies a equal to 1 by 2. So answer is, what is answer? F is derivable when the value of a is 1 by 2. Then last example I am taking to a relationship. Fourth example, there you write for what values of a and b is the function f of x equal to x square when x is less than or equal to c, and this is ax plus b if x is greater than c, is derivable at x equal to c. So it is given that the function is differentiable at x equal to c. Then what will be the values of a and b? So solution. So first it is differentiable given. So if it is differentiable, then it must be continuous. So here first we write since the function is derivable, so continuous. So if it is continuous, then we have limit of f of x tends to c minus equal to right hand limit equal to f of c. This is our definition of continuity. Now it is limit x tends to c minus, what is f of x when it is less than c? It is x square equal to limit x tends to c plus, what is for c plus? Value is ax plus b, not is f of c, c square. This implies here c square equal to this value is AC plus B. Here C square, it is also C square, and algebraic function, so in place of x you put C, so it is AC plus B. That is our first relation. Then again F is derivable. So L F dash of C must be equal to R F dash of C, means when both left hand and right hand derivative are equal, then only we say that the function is differentiable or derivable at that point. So here, as we are interested to check the differentiability at the point C, so left hand derivative at C must be equal to right hand derivative of C. So again we will use the definition. So left hand derivative means it is x tends to C minus f of x minus f of C by x minus C must be equal to, your right hand derivative is x tends to C plus f of x minus f of C by x minus C. So limit x tends to C minus. Now again for C minus, what is f of x? It is x square, and f of C is C square by x minus C equal to limit x tends to C plus. Now for C plus, when x is greater than C, f of x is ax plus b minus f of C is C square, okay, by x minus C, whereas f of C is C square. This implies limit x tends to C minus x minus C into x plus C by x minus C equal to limit x tends to C plus. Here you see it is x plus b minus C square. Now here you see C square is what? AC plus b, so we will put this C square in here. So it is ax plus b minus AC plus b all divided by x minus C. You can write it from 1. Now this is equal to, or implies limit x tends to C minus, or x minus C will be cancelled. It is x plus C equal to limit x tends to C plus. Here if you open the bracket, plus b minus b will be cancelled, and it will be ax minus AC. So a will be common. So it is x minus C by x minus C. This implies your C plus C is equal to limit x tends to C plus, it will be a only. So this implies 2C is equal to a, because here no x is there, it is a constant function, the value will be, okay. So the value of a is 2C. So this is one value. Now if we put this value in 1, we can get the value of b. Now putting the value of a in 1, we get C square equal to AC. AC means a is 2C into C plus b. This implies C square equal to 2C into C square plus b. This implies b equal to C square minus 2C square is equal to minus C square. So this implies b equal to minus C square. So f is derivable at x equal to C, or a equal to 2C and b equal to minus C square for all C belongs to R. Okay, so this is the solution. So these are few examples based on your continuity and differentiability. So students, please go through this video and recall how to find the derivative of a function. And in class 11 I have told that here in class 12 all the functions are based on chain rule. So along with the video you try to recall the chain rule also. So from next class we will discuss the derivative of composite function using chain rule. Clear?